picture? We gotta get our picture.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all look good.
Okay. So let's get into it. All right, so today's episode, we have the amazing queen of the Chicago area, all around, the amazing Chakalatay Berry.
Hi.
Give it up, give it up. So I met her back in, I believe 2017. And the vocals, when I tell you, is epic. The best voice I've ever heard in my life to this day. I'm standing on it, and I hope that y'all can agree once we are finished. But let's get into it. So obviously she's a singer, she's multi-talented, songwriter, been nominated, many awards, the list goes on. So our producers asked you, what's your inspo word? And you chose God. Let's talk about it. Why you chose God and why God is the main inspiration.
God is just the piece to the puzzle. You know, we cannot live, we can't do, we can't see, we can't hear without God, without God's touch. Like, I'm sure everybody got a higher power. You know, we are all guys, but we have a higher power. And it's just a feeling. You know, it's just the thought of wanting better for self. It's the thought of having somebody to even answer back to you.
Right.
You know, and it's just... God is just everything.
And it's good that you mention God, because it's like you recognize him first. And a lot of people, they want all the credit, all the glory for their talent and everything else, but you like God.
Yes.
And I appreciate that, because that's one of the reasons I say God is everything. That was one of my episodes, God is everything. So for you, it says a lot. Your spirit says a lot. Y'all hear it? So let's get into it. So how did you develop the name Chakalatay, which is obviously unique, it's different. Let's talk about it.
So sis, hey love, like look, and I want to go back to what you said, 2017.
Yes.
I had to go back. 2017, I was pregnant.
Wait, what did I miss?
Yes, remember I was pregnant and
oh my goodness.
Moving out.
Yes.
I was moving out my parents' place. And
sheesh.
I was talking to you. I met you because we was, you know, trying to do some music together, and like you was one of the people, like one of the ladies, one of the women in my life.
And you know what I respect?
Me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
literally, when I tell you, when I got my first apartment, it gave me so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, gave me so much stuff, and it was like, man, God, you know, God. Just like we said, I met you through God, and
you. Like, what I love about you had your own judgment. Like you heard things, like she did, but she went about her own judgment, and I think people should always do that. No matter what you hear about somebody, go about your own judgment. Yes. And she did. Like, I'm cool. Like, you know, I'm very humble. I'm dope, and I don't mind helping people. That's to this day. I don't mind, you know, even giving a platform. And I'm like, I gotta have her on here. Since day one, she's like the most talented. She the best voice I've ever heard to this day, and I gotta get her going. So absolutely, I'm saying it, and this is coming from a singer myself. Like, I sing myself, but my thing is, I never looked at competition. I looked at, this is somebody I want to be next to. This is somebody I want to grow from. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at things. A lot of people, you know, they look at competition. They want to compete. They want to, you know, not me.
That.
Not
it's
at
all
all.
about growing season. And since day one, our relationship, friendship, no matter far, near, whatever, you've always spoke highly of me the same. We've always supported each other, like, so gracefully, and that just says, like, that's how I know
and
God.
I still share her stuff.
This is how I know God. You know what I'm saying? People in likeness of me, and likeness of God, and likeness of things that I want to do, and how I want to spend life.
Right.
So, we go way back.
Way back.
Like, literally.
Let's talk about the name Chakalatay, because it's different. I love it. Let's talk about where it came from.
And it's pronounced Chakalatay.
Chakalatay. Yes. See, I'm saying Chakalatay.
It's okay. It's okay.
I love that. Even that's like sexy.
Right.
Like, you gotta put some doop in it.
Right.
Chakalatay. We gonna pronounce this the right way.
Right.
Chakalatay. It's sexy. I love it.
It's always been like that. You know, people people mispronounce, but it's nothing, you know.
I love either way. It's like, pull up. Yes, honey, I'm with it. I'm with it.
So that thing, since I was a kid, my mother and her best friend, they told me that I was a chocolate baby. And how they came up with Chakalatay, I don't know. I asked my mother, like, what made y'all, so y'all looked me in the face and said Chakalatay Berry? Like, what made y'all do that? Y'all must have wanted me to be a stripper or something. Like, Chakalatay Berry.
They can't explain the name.
They can't explain it. They just said I was a chocolate baby. And you know in Spanish, that's chocolate.
Oh.
Yes. And I'm like, I know y'all ain't no Espanol now.
But I think it's cute. I mean, it's different.
Name.
It's different.
I love my name.
So, you know, a lot of people don't use, like, their real name for, like, artists. Some people, like Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, something like that. Like, you using your actual name, which, I mean, I love it. So, I mean, so how do you balance your career? Obviously, you performing all over, you write songs, you got hit songs out on the radio right now. How do you manage it? Also, you're a mother as well, so we got to talk about that. She's a beautiful mom. She's always sharing with her two beautiful boys. Shout out your boys.
Yes, Jameer and Chase, my little babies. I love them so much. They so smart. That's how I know God is a part of every step of the way in my life and my surroundings and everything. Like, my kids just make my soul smile. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Make my heart smile. And it's like, man, no matter what happens around me, like, dang, I'm really somebody to them. You know what I'm saying? That keeps me going. That keeps me afloat.
And you always, and I see that a lot with you, because you do your thing, but you always acknowledging your kids. And I think that's a big must. Being in the industry, you don't want to always be so busy where it's about you. It's about your kids too, because you're making a difference for your kids. Yes. You want them to see the platform and the things that you're doing, because guess what? You passing that down to them, whether you realize it or not. Mama out here making it, mama out here doing it, and they see it. Believe me, they see it. Yeah. And you already inspiring them amongst she's inspiring many others all around. Yes. So let's get into it. How long you been singing?
And I've been singing all my life. I'm just like a authentic soul. Like, man, my life is, everything about my life is pure. You know, we have our mistakes and everything, but I don't go out into life and try to portray myself and pretend to have a life that I can't really back up. You know what I'm saying? So, and that plays into what you were saying about how do I balance it all. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I'm still balancing it. It's no time frame in balancing life, because we're going to look up one morning and something ain't going to work. And we're gonna be like, oh, let's try to do something else. We're gonna look up one morning and we're gonna be like, this work, and look, now we on one thing. You know, so it's just all about just knowing who you are, knowing what you want to do, following your own goals, following your own dreams, setting the tone for your own lifestyle, household, your own space, and then you go out into the world and portray that. Then you see what you can put in and what you can take out, because every day is different. I can't tell you that I do this. Just like my business, Berry Goodz, LLC. I got multiple businesses in one, because cooking may not always work for me. Right. Cleaning may not always work for me. Helping others may not always work for me and pay my bills. So y'all say stick to one thing. I can't. Woo! I can't.
Somebody said it. You know what? I've been preaching on this for, I would say, the last 2 years. Because some people ask me, like, you know, why did I stop singing, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, well, a lot of times producers that I work with, like, of course I'm singing, I'm modeling, I'm writing songs, I'm literally coaching, the list goes on, and you're told like to focus on one thing, and that's pressure, because when you got a variety of talents, I always believe if you got multiple talents, you got to do it all. Don't ever, and I had to learn this, don't ever let somebody limit you to think it's just one thing. Like you say, you got multiple business, you do a variety of things, you're performing, you're a mom,
I work a 9 to 5, I do home care. You know what I'm saying? I got kids who got lives, I got kids who got dreams and goals shows, they got games, they got parent-teacher conference. So the list goes on. I can't count on my hands, toes, none of the people in my household toes on all the stuff that I intake each and every day, because it's always different. And you can't nobody say, oh, I'm doing all of this, 150 things every day. No, you're not. No, you're not. You taking it one day at a time, and you continuing to do whatever is happening in this moment. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Especially if you got kids.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard when you got kids. You're really trying to balance. Like you said, you're still working. You doing the business part of things. Obviously, you got to provide, right?
Yeah.
And singing, I mean, it's you can still obviously get yourself out there, get paid, but if it's not paying the bills fully, you still got to do other things.
Yeah.
Even celebrities that doing a lot of things. That's why they do get certain deals, commercial deals and stuff like that, because singing, touring, sometimes it does not pay the bills fully like you want. It will pay, but not like it needs to. So I respect that you're doing a variety of things and you're not limiting yourself. And I tell people, do not limit yourself, because I had to at one point, but not anymore.
Yeah, not
if you got
anymore.
variety of talents, do them all. Do them all.
Just like they say, you don't know who you gonna really go with. Date them all. You know what I'm saying? That's just like me telling my kids, oh no, that's all I need to do for them is take them to school. They can't do no sports. They can't go to their friend's house. I can't throw them no parties. They can't get enough for. It's just like you said, no limits to what life has for us all. Do it. It's in the moment. You got time on your hands. Do it. What's the problem with doing it? Oh, I only do this one thing, so I'm finna just sit to the side and then just focus on this. But it's so much stuff you could be doing in this time to even make this bigger.
Right.
And that's what I've been doing. I've been building. I don't care what nobody else is doing. My goals, my life, like I don't see what everybody else is doing. Yes, I can see it down my timeline in the world. I can hear about it and be like, thank God for that. God bless them. But at the end of the day, I'm not going into their space trying to peel off what they got. I'm not trying to take from them. I'm staying in my own boat. If you invite me out, that's you asking me to come into your space. Right. That's us sharing. That's me. Oh, can I, can you help me out on some things? That part. It's not going around taking from people. You know what I'm saying? It's just different for me. My life is totally different. And this is
why I love
my life is totally different. Like, and I tell people that all the time. They be like, we can't figure Chakalatay out. This and that. It's not.
It's not for you.
It's not for you to figure out.
It's not for somebody said it.
It's not for you to figure out. If I'm in this moment with you, this is what we focusing on.
Yep.
I don't care who out there. My goal is not to go see if they can give me a job, or even if whoever was out there, Twista, Shauna, anybody. My goal is not to go out there and try to make amends with them, because that's not what it's about. Right. I don't go up to people, no matter their status. I don't go up to people into their space because I don't know what their space consists of. I don't do that. Just like if we bump heads, okay, your spirit might be whatever, and then
you got to be careful of that.
And then you reach over to me and like, hey, Chakalatay, oh cool, that means you invited me into your space. But if I gotta walk around the whole time, and then at the end of the thing you done walk past me 100 times, and then at the end you like, oh, that's just not good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what I mean with God. Yes. I don't move in no false ways. I'm pure in all ways. No matter what I did, no matter what my life consists of, everything about me is real.
She's staying true to her.
That's it.
And that's why I love you, and that's why the world gonna love you even more, because I love that about you. So let's talk about any challenges you may have faced then or even now that you may be going through or even overcome.
So the lack of love for the great things that I do have, the great gifts that I do have, just like having so much, tackling so much, and it's just like, dang, I love it less today, and it's cause I'm too tired. I love it less today because I can't do it the way that I want to do it. I love it less today because, I wanted to wear that outfit, but I don't really feel comfortable even going out into that space and even showing off, so it's just like them the challenges I face when it comes to just life, period. But musically, like just not feeling well, I know this space finna consist of this. I really want to go in there and sing. I really want to go in there and meet people. I really want to do it, but I know last time I ain't get that no good energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about me spiritually, just the feeling for it. The feeling for every part of life, because that ain't gonna lie to your body. You know what I'm saying? Your body ain't finna play tricks on you. You going in rooms and now all of a sudden your stomach hurt and won't stop hurting.
That's usually the first sign. That is the first sign.
Why should I force myself to be in those spaces continuously? You know, so that's the lack.
Do you realize sometimes you might not even belong in those rooms? Your light is actually much higher than those rooms.
This I know, but guess what else? We have to be obedient. Just like you came through for me, God told you to do that. If you wouldn't have came through for me and threw all that stuff away, that would have hunted you down. So my thing is, if I'm asked to come in these places, if I'm well aware of what's gonna happen, if I'm equipped, basically like I'm able to go there, get gas money, whatever, and it was placed on my heart, all that. If all that is saying yes and then you still don't go, that's on you.
See?
You know, that's like a pushback on life. So it don't matter if you my enemy. God told me to come.
Right.
It don't matter if you not finna run this place the way that it needs to be played, to need to be ran. God told me to come. It's somebody in there needing me.
Bingo.
So
somebody. Yes,
it could be one person, but God told me to go.
And you gotta I always say, listen to God, because God is always, I don't care what nobody say, there's always sign. If you got the deep spiritual, not everybody, I'm sorry, but if you deep got that connection with God, trust me, you're gonna know. And you better listen. I tell people, you better listen, because there's always signs to go and there's always signs to not go.
Yeah.
Always pay attention to those signs.
Yes. And y'all gotta understand too, God don't only show up in good times, bad times too. Listen, I got somebody to pray over me, pastors. And when I tell you I was in stillness, yes, I need to be in stillness, but when I was in stillness and couldn't move, it was just like, God, why is this happening to me? But I thought like, dang, it ain't just good stuff. While you sitting down, you can't go. You hurt because you can't go. You hurt because you don't need to be in them spaces no more. You hurt because you can't go around them people no more. It ain't just good. You can't just keep saying, oh, we came up on the stage, so that means, oh yeah, that's God. Cause the devil come like that too. Can give you everything, place it in, walk you in there, do everything you desire. And won't be right. Won't be right. What you need it to be. So it's good and bad when it comes to knowing God, discerning, knowing what spaces to go in. Like you gonna feel it in your body.
I know I do. I know I do.
And that's just fears. It is fears because in doubts, I just know who I am. And I know if I put myself in that situation,
she knows who she is.
If I put myself in that situation, it won't be pretty on neither end. Because for one, I'm taking myself out my element.
Right.
I'm showing up as somebody I'm not used to no more. That I'm no longer. I will never be her again. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a new chapter. So taking me out of my character with these people will be hurtful, and even getting in situations with people is hurtful. So it's like, okay,
it is. But you know what I always say? Life is a learning experience.
Yeah.
Good and the bad. If like I said, if you got a connection with God, you're gonna know the good and the bad. Either way, it's a learning experience. Either way, it's just taking you to the next step. You basically build it.
That's it.
Even right now, as you're sitting here, believe it or not, you building. Mm-hmm. You building. Bad, good, you building. Because baby, you climbing, and once you down, you gonna look back, and I promise you, your story is gonna be literally epic. It's gonna be epic.
Yes, it is. It is. It's here. It's already epic, sis. And that's how we both gonna speak, because everything that's attached to us been winning.
Bingo.
You know, and our life been great. Just because we let people in our life that didn't see us as great fits, don't mean we should discourage ourselves or make ourselves feel lower than we are, or whatever the case may be. We been big.
So as an artist, like, who do you look up to? Who is your biggest inspirations in the business?
So it's funny, I'm a funny person. I really don't look up to nobody but God. Ooh. But I will say this.
I love this.
Kiara Shears, the Clark sisters, Tamala Mann, the Kirk Franklins, like Chaka Khan, Whitney Houston,
love Whitney.
Mariah Carey,
yes, Mariah,
Ashanti. I love Ashanti.
What?
When I tell you since day one, Ashanti been on, it don't matter how nobody see her voice.
Just the person,
the feeling, the character, the consistency. You know what I'm saying? The love she show herself.
Sure do.
You know what I'm saying? You got to look at stuff like that. You can't just say, "Oh, her voice ain't as good as everybody else's." It wasn't meant to be. You know,
but that talent alone, the personality, like you said, that pen,
is everything.
That pen, she a beast with the pen.
Jasmine Sullivan. It's so many great
vocals, though.
It's so many great gifts out here.
Yes.
It's like, but what I study is my tool is studying gospel because I like to study the runs and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's my main thing. That's what I do. That's how I coach my voice. That's how I prep it. That's how I get it, you know, to be really what it needs to be when I do my gospel, when I do, you know, like the spiritual.
So what do you consider your actual style is with singing?
You trying to, what's that, a limit?
It ain't no limit, baby. It ain't no limit.
Because I'm all genre, sis. I study all genre and shoot, whatever pop.
I love that.
I can't say that. I'm not finna say that. I'm finna do. No, I'm not focused on one thing. No, y'all can do this and put y'allself in the box. But hey, if they say come do this and I got it, I got a song. You
can do it.
I'ma do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
I love it.
I'm gonna do
so you got any like teachers or any mentors? Or even any coaches at that?
So I don't.
You don't?
No.
Goodness, girl, you amazing.
I really study going to church. So I study like God and stuff like that. And people that do it, they just engage with me and they are the teachers.
Because your voice got, when I hear you, like you go live a lot, right? When I hear you, like you got so much vocal control, like it's like epic. You would think like this girl, like she's getting some type of training. Like you just got it. Y'all hear me? She just got it. I'm sorry. She just got it. And I'm going to brag. I'm going to shout out. I'm going to show love forever because you just naturally got it. And I've been I'm a supporter. I'm a fan. I'm going to always be for day one. And I'm happy you're here. Like, I just think you're just so amazing. You're so dope. The list goes on. Like, obviously. And you keep mentioning God. I love that you never leave him out. No matter what question is asked, no matter what you do, you never leave God out. And a lot of people, no offense, I mean, y'all do what y'all do. It's me, I. But don't forget about the person who made you,
yeah.
I. Always give grace to the one above. Always. And I love that you do that. Mm-hmm. Even online, you perform or whatever, when you thank people, you always, the man upstairs.
And I want to say this to those who listening, you know, no matter what God you serve, which, it's nobody's entitled to a specific judgment when it comes to what type of God you serve. So it's like, don't doubt others because of what they feel for what God is doing for their life just because you don't feel for your own life. Mm-hmm. Because people plenty of times said that I was false and that I was doing this and that and nothing about me is real. But if God is real and I'm getting all these gifts from God, how do that make me not real?
Bingo.
So I just want to live life like just if you got time, accept me for who I am right now.
Because you're giving the world you. And you can never, I always say this, you can never go wrong with being you. Yeah. You're going to go wrong with just being somebody you're not, being fake, trying to fit in, but you being you. Like, look, this is me. Hey, you either love me, hate me, but at least I'm being true to who I am. So that's you cannot go wrong with being you. Yeah. You're gonna be loved, you're gonna be hated, people not gonna like you, people gonna have things to say, but always be true to you. And this is one of the reasons why I love you so much. Yes, because I just think you're just amazing. And I think your journey is amazing. Let's talk about your childhood, obviously. Growing up in Chicago on the Southside. I'm from the Southside too, so let's talk about it. Southside.
Hey. So I'm from the low end of Chicago, the South Side, the Harold Ickes home.
Okay.
Yep, and how we grew up, it was togetherness. You know, and it felt so good because what I feel now and what I felt back then, it feels totally different. And I know that I lived a great life. You know what I'm saying? And it just makes me feel in this new day like, oh, I ain't got nothing to worry about.
You said something. I'm listening. Togetherness. Y'all hear that? She grew up on togetherness. And I feel the same way. Like back then, obviously, What would you say growing up, obviously, togetherness compared to like right now and the new generation? What's the difference with you?
I think with us, how we grew up and stuff, we were surrounded by each other. Everybody ain't really have a care in the world. We weren't really exposed to so much. Like the fact that we exposed to something totally different, people don't even want to be themselves no more. You know, they want to be other people or they want to make themselves better than the next. And, you know, it's just different now. And it's like one in the spotlight that will make things change and that will make people shift and be like, oh, I don't want to be around her because she thinks she the best. She thinks she too raw. Ooh. But in reality, look, you supposed to say, sis, is there any notes you need me to help you with?
Bingo. Bingo.
Listen, that's how it go. That's gonna set the tone, and that's what we had when I lived in the Ickes togetherness. I had people that said, "Come to the store with me. I'll buy you some too." You know, instead in this new day, now, you know, you come to the show, shoot, you gotta pay.
Exactly.
You know, like it's different.
Everybody trying to look out for them, basically. And compared to then, everybody looking out for each other.
Yes.
And I love that the generation now, I'm sorry, it's just so different. It is so different. Like, what happened?
I speak highly over it because that's how I want to see fit in my life. And I know once I do that, it's going to be more people like me. And whoever else feel however they is, that's on them. Kill your own dreams, kill your own life, because no matter if y'all say we living in our last days, I'm making these
I've been hearing that literally all my life.
I'm making these my best ones.
Yes, bingo. You better make today as if it's your last and live the best that you can, because we don't know where we're gonna go. Mm-hmm. You don't know, but at least live your life to the fullest. Mm-hmm. Live it the best way that you know how. And my thing is just be happy.
That's it.
Be happy with your life. Be happy with you.
Be grateful for what you got right now, sitting in front of you right now today. Because you never know, just like that stuff that happened in California. I know. Who would want to lose everything they worked so hard for? That made me take a step back too. Like, who am I? Shoot, I'm gonna let God handle. God got to handle enough already. So I'm just gonna be grateful that I can still.
And you know what? A lot of them are celebrities. So sometimes God take things away so you can appreciate what you have. Yeah. And sometimes life enough is what you have.
Yes.
Breath alone, living, you in good health alone is enough. And people don't realize materialistic can be replaced. If you got insurances on certain things, those things can be replaced, but your life can never be replaced. Yes. And people don't understand that.
And that changed my life, knowing the way of life. Like, man, like just the gift of life, it's everything.
It's a purpose. I think everybody has a purpose. You're not here by mistake. Mm-hmm. We are not here by mistake. You ain't here by mistake right here. Everything is a purpose. Everything is the reason. I always say God, they basically have your story already written. You just basically, you in your chapters. You just in your chapter until boom, that book is closed and it's your end.
Yes, ma'am.
That's how I look at it. It was already written. Whatever was supposed to happen, it happened. Whatever wasn't, it wasn't. It was what's for you is for you. What isn't. And what's for you is so much. Obviously, you performing tonight. Let's talk about it.
At the Forever Grateful Award, y'all. Y'all better get to it. Look, when you see my name on something, know it's God.
She's been nominated as well. Let's talk about so many nominations. Her song is on the radio. Let's talk about your single, Put On For My City.
Yes.
Y'all, that song is amazing. Just the lyrics along, just what you talk about, what you stand for. I just think you dope. I just think you are the most. I call her queen. Obviously, she to me, and eventually the world gonna see she's the queen of the shy. Her personality alone is just amazing. So, Put On For My City. A lot of people they talk about. I listen to a lot of songs, different genres, all of that, and I hear people talk about materialistics or what they got, this and that. But when you putting on for your city, when you giving the world your neighborhood, things you've been through, being a mother, being through so many struggles, people can relate.
Yeah.
People can grasp to what's real.
Yes.
Real life experiences people can grasp to, and that's what I love about you. So let's talk about this single, Put On For My City, because you putting on for the city.
And when I say put on for my city, y'all, I mean anybody out there doing something great to add to you know, what we already got great, and as a whole, it's just, you know, put on for it. You know, that's anybody that's doing that, like, that means a lot. Like, anybody that has put on for me in any way, shape, or form, that means a lot, because I know that I would have never made it far without you.
And that's like an anthem for Chicago. Put on. I mean, we need that type of energy with a lot of stuff going on, all the shootings, all of that. We need songs to bring us together, and obviously that song. So tell
togetherness. Yes, and that's how it was created. Yes. Like it was based on me just wanting better, like me seeing a different life as a young woman. Like, dang, I want better. Like,
so can you tell the viewers how they can request your song, even listen to the song?
So you can go to Chakalatay Berry, Chakalatay Berry. It's on YouTube. Put on for my city is on YouTube, and all of my other songs are on all platforms.
All platforms, y'all gotta request it. Put on for my city.
Yes, put on for my city, y'all, by Chakalatay Berry.
So you have anything else that's coming up besides obviously the awards tonight, the Forever Grateful? She's gonna do her thing, y'all. But anything else you got coming up that you wanna tell the viewers?
So I'm basically, you know, and I just moved in my new place, and I'm getting everything situated with that, and with my kids, and I still sing for homegoing services. You know, that's been my, you know, my job for years. So I'm still doing that, but I'm just taking the shows one day at a time.
One day at a time.
I really.
But either way, you guys need to follow her. Tell them how they can follow you.
You can follow me at Chakalatay Berry on all platforms. That's CHAKALATAYBERRY. If you are on Instagram, you can go to Chaka Berry Music. That's CHAKABERRYMUSIC. And if you want to work, you want to do any music or in any way, shape, or form, Chaka Berry Music Group at gmail.com.
Also, you mentioned the whole, you do, what is it? Not child care, but home care. You do home care. So maybe you want to shout that out if somebody need help with that.
If anybody is in need, like if you have the elderly that's looking for help, and even, you know, getting the houses together, washing, cleaning, I do offer them services as well. I've been doing it for about 10 years. I now only have one client to juggle with. You know,
that's okay. It's a start. It's a start. You also mentioned Berry Goodz. It's one of your businesses. So let's talk about Berry Goodz.
So Berry Goodz is kind of like, it's like a corporation, and it's multiple businesses in one. And what I thought about with that, I said, as a busy mom, you know, I want to make sure that I'm equipped in every way. So if I was a busy mom that was looking to get help from a certain place, but I couldn't go from place to place, I just wanted to make it more useful.
Right.
I just put it all in one. So my goal, just to get more help and to do more, I wanted to build Berry Goodz.
Very good. Yeah. I love that. Is it like a page?
It's very good. It's very good foods, very good cleanings.
So y'all got a book.
Berry Boys. So it's something that it's still, you know, it's building.
So y'all heard a lot about Chakalatay Berry here. Can you give the viewers a snippet of this beautiful voice and beautiful talent that you have? It don't matter. Anything that you have, let the world see why I call her the Queen of the Shy.
Put on for my city. Every day I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna make it to the top, and I won't stop till I get it. Going harder than ever, than before. So many nights I didn't feel safe. Can't take it no more. I just want my city shining. Too much darkness, why kids dying? Lord, help me, my city's crying. Turn on all my city lights, please. that's put on for my city. The song
I
she
love
loves
it
so much.
I love
that's my song too. That's my anthem. Like I was saying that.
It's yes.
Look, I'd be Harriet Tubman now, baby, singing that and well in the street. You hear me? Look, that's one of those.
I love it. It's beautiful.
That's
even in person. Now y'all understand why. And I appreciate you. We thank you for coming on the show. As always, the voice is amazing. The talent, the spirit is amazing. We thank you. Once again, let them know how they can follow you, add you, book you, all of the above.
I'ma make it sweet. Chakalatay Berry, y'all. That's CHAKALATAY BERRY on all platforms.
Y'all heard it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Yeah, she got on her pink look. Color coordinate, baby. What?
Yes.
Business women. You hear me?
Always.
And it's Women's Month, y'all. Shout out to all the ladies doing big things in this world in Chicago, man. Y'all are the greatest. Hey, don't ever limit yourself. Do it. Just like they say, date them all, work them all, sis.
One more thing.
Work them all.
One more thing. Any shout outs?
Oh man, I want to give a big shout out to God. You already know. Hey, my children, Chase and Jamil, my best friend Squale, that's Ebony Davidson.
All right.
Miss A Love, the
Thank
queen
you.
of the shy. Look, don't play with her. Put some respect on her name, man. And that's about it.
Thank you.
No, though, my parents as well, y'all. I can't forget my parents. I can't forget my siblings. I can't forget nobody because my heart is so loving. When I have it, everybody got it.
I love it.